Hi everyone, so this is a very important video. Uh, I see that some people are starting to be applying regenerating nutrition, and there are, still a lot of things I need to disclose in English. But if you are going to start this journey, and if you are sick in any serious manner, meaning doctors cannot help you, and you are looking online to try to find natural treatment and such. It's very important. I will share with you how I started because before I invented regenerating nutrition, I read many books. And one of the books that helped me the most and that was put on my path was that little book here. And there's an English version of that book. And so this is what we're going to look for today. And we're going to talk also about Dr. Hulda Clark. So we're basically going to talk about two important persons, Teresa Schumacher, who invented the formula for the Herbal Fiberblend. This formula is not available commercially anymore. You have to create it yourself or to find someone that creates it for you. So we're going to talk about that. And also we're going to talk about Hulda Clark, which I did not discover prior to 2019. And I cured my body in 2004 or 5. So why we're going to talk about Hulda Clark is because the conclusion that I state in my second book, which I wrote between 2005 and 2011, mostly this book in French, are exactly or are equivalent to the conclusion of Dr. Hulda Clark, which I did not know existed. And so I'm gonna point you in that direction because she has books in English that can help you to start your journey. And with the tips I'm giving on regenerating nutrition, once you combine all these informations, for example, how to use herbal fiber blends to clean the colon naturally, because you always have to clean the colon with food, water, rest, and natural herbs. You must not use colonotherapy or stuff that violates the system of the body. Okay, so the best way to cure the body is really with the herbal fiber blend and the regenerating nutrition or a raw diet for a certain amount of time. So we're gonna explore these things today, and we're gonna go through all of this. So the first thing I want to show is that this is the version of this book I found in French, because there was a guy here in Canada, Quebec, who translated this exact book here, the one here, okay? And he translated it and sold it for about $6-7, and I bought that in 2004, and that was the basic understanding, how to start to change your destiny in terms of health. Because everything starts in the colon. Once the colon is not healthy, doesn't eliminate correctly, you have a lot of parasites inside of you and you don't know about it. Meaning, I never knew about parasite, I was never interested about that, and I never cared about that, and I cured my body. Well, there is a reason for that I understood only later when I discovered the work of Hulda Clark, is that the herbal fiber blend that is talked about in this book right here contains a lot of black walnut husk or oil, black walnut oil. So this is like the cover of the black walnuts, and it needs to be green for its most potent effectiveness. It's very hard to find green. Most powders are black powder, so it's not as potent in order to kill the parasites and to clean the body. And so I use the herbal fiber blend. It's stocked here, herbal fiber blend. And back in 2004, it was sold in its original receipt by a company that's called AIM. Now the company AIM still offers this product, but it's not near as efficient as it was in 2004 because the USDA and Santé Canada, Health Canada, they put their hands and their nose into the health product industry in 2007, and they requested many companies to change their receipts. And so the herbal fiber blend was diluted to such an extent now that it doesn't work. It's like basically psyllium now. It's psyllium. and there's very little active ingredients. So what you end up doing if you want to cure your body is you can order plants, and I think I have put in my history, I found a few websites where you can order high quality plants, and this is one aspect of it. Now, in order for you to recreate that recipe, I'm going to share that with you right now, and I'm going to zoom on that. So this is a document from the AIM company, and this document give an idea of the proportion of the ingredient that you need. Okay, so this is an idea. It's not exactly the recipe I took, I think, but it's much more potent and powerful than what is sold commercially right now. So you could take the ratio of this and you could order these plants online, and don't forget to add alfalfa. Okay, it's very important to add alfalfa in this mix. The mix I took in 2004 contained a lot of alfalfa. Okay, this is very important to clean the liver and to nourish the cells. Okay, and so this is a basic, I would say, herbal fiber blend mix in which you can add. Is there mullein in there? No. Okay, so mullein can be added, mullein, and also buckthorn. Buckthorn also. It's very, very potent though, buckthorn. You should read about that. It needs to be dried at least 1 year before it's used. This is very powerful, and I think this is what caused me very powerful, dizziness when I took that product in 2004. There was something in that product in 2004 that was very, very potent and very powerful, and it's dangerous to take that for a long time, okay? Because these plants are so powerful in terms of their diuretic effect, meaning they help the kidneys, and it eliminates so much electrolytes from your body that you can be depleted in electrolytes, and you can have a loss of temperature, and it can be dangerous. So always be careful when using these things. You start slowly, and you can find the directions online, but normally you start with about half a teaspoon per day of the mix, and you increase. And in 2004, I went up to 2 tablespoons per day and more. Okay, but they don't recommend now going more than 1 tablespoon per day of the cheap and version they're selling now. And I used to take 2 or 3 tablespoons per day with a lot of water of the very potent mix in 2004 when I cleaned my colon and I eliminate dark, very black waste material that really kicked my health. This is the basic first step if you want to absorb all the good nutrient, antioxidant in regenerating nutrition. This is why I'm taking time today to make that video. It is because there are some people in contact with me right now, some in Quebec, some outside of Quebec, and these people are in their journey. They want to cure their body, and they're planning to apply regenerating nutrition, or they're starting to apply regenerating nutrition. And I can only advise these people, and I've advised them to start with some kind of a cleanse of the colon, and this cleanse needs to be done with plants. Okay, so in this little book, I have a video on my channel where I describe a little bit the content of this book, but basically it says you need to stop dairy products, sugars, you need to stop wheat, corn, you need to stop any kind of transformed products, of course, candy, pastries, vinegars, anything that is in vinegars, to reduce the number of ingredients and of different food that you eat in a day. Only eat whole grains. Always drink, higher quantities of pure water. Only use first cold pressed oils of olive oils or other high quality first cold pressed oils. Only drink water, herbal teas, and juice in the juicer, and also eat beans and a lot of fibers, eating fruits every morning, um, buying organic food. Always look for fresh products. Only buy fresh products. It's the freshness that is important. Um, they say, yeah, do not cook too much your food. Um, yeah, and eat a lot of raw stuff, salads, and vegetable raw every day. And so this is the basic rules, and many things you need to stop consuming are also said in that book, and I told you most of them. And so once you start, with these basic rules, I started there before inventing regenerating nutrition about, a year later. I started with these very simple rules and using an herbal fiber blend mixture that is very similar to what's here. Okay, now you can buy dried plants online. There are many websites which I love. This one is not my favorite, but it offers many things, and it can ship to Canada and US. So for example, if you look at this list here and you want anything, hibiscus flower, for example, you type that, and you're gonna find hibiscus flower powder. So this is the ingredient we're talking about right now. Okay, so you can order different quantity. This is not my favorite website. I have another one in Vancouver. If you want to know which website, I think they only ship to Canada though. So if you want to know that website, I'll put a link in the description below. But this is the kind of thing you can do, okay? Because if you want to use the Herbal Fiberblend to cure your body, you take this receipt and then you buy all the ingredients, and all of them you're gonna find. For example, if I do Irish moss powder, you see it's there. And you're gonna see it gets expensive pretty quickly. This website is more expensive than the other one, but you can build, the receipt, psyllium husk whole. I would recommend the whole psyllium husk, not the powder. The whole is more efficient to evacuate the waste material. And so you have about 20 plants to buy, and don't forget that in there you should add mullein and buckthorn. If buckthorn is a very powerful thing, you should read about that before using any of these plants. I recommend you read about their effect and look at the ratio here. Look at how much they contain. You can do a PDF file. I did a PDF file for my needs. By the way, I did not reuse that products since 2005 or so, 2004-5 when I stopped using it, okay? Because they changed the receipt afterward, and it didn't work anymore. It was not powerful enough. And so now, almost 17 years later, I plan on maybe doing another receipt and maybe use it again. Because obviously in these 17 years I have faced many challenges, and I've not always eaten the perfect discipline. So it's always good, once in every decade, or depending on your needs. You'd have to feel it. Like, I can feel that I would benefit from another cleanse now, but you have to feel. If you feel like your belly is has weird feelings, inflamed, or if you have bowel movement problems, or if you have constipation and these kind of things, this is very good. But it can also be very good even if you're not constipated, just to really cleanse your liver, your kidneys, eliminate your parasites, and then you start on the regenerating nutrition. It's gonna kick in very, very powerful. Okay, so I always recommend, this is what I did. I ate only raw food or cooked vegetable during this cure. This cure lasts 90 days, of 60 to 90 days that you should take this product, and you increase the amount up to 2 tablespoons per day. You have to listen to your body. I was like taking 2.5 tablespoons approximately per day for about 60 days. I started in a process where I increased the amount for 2 weeks, and at the end I decreased slowly the amount for another 2 weeks. So overall it was about 3 months, 3 months and something. And I had at least 60 days that I was taking 2 tablespoon and a half per day. Okay, and I was drinking a lot of water. I was eating only raw food, and this when I really needed proteins, I would eat a little bit of fish. But since my liver was sick anyway, I was not absorbing perfectly the proteins. But this does a very good job, and it's restart your health pretty quickly. So after 3 months, I was able to assimilate protein, and then I started the discipline, which a year later I called the regenerating nutrition. Once I had understood everything that was good for me, and that was improving my health, and everything that was still bad in my nutrition at that time. And so this is what I suggest. Now, this is for the Herbal Fiberblend. Okay, I think I've covered what needs to be covered about the Herbal Fiberblend. You have, once again, the receipt here. And I think I'm going to talk about Dr. Hulda Clark in a different video, because it wouldn't do justice to her, because most people don't listen videos till the end. So I'll make another video, and we're going to talk about Hulda Clark and what's the link between all of this. Okay, so check out for the next video.